Thank you for joining us for another episode of Marriage Matters with PB&J. We are back around the table with our friends. I'm Angela Johnson.
I'm Robert Johnson.
And our friends are here too. You all introduce yourselves.
I'm Dorian Black.
And I'm MeKael Black.
I'm Jeff Posey.
And I'm Latalia Posey.
Thank you. And we talked a little bit in our previous episode about just sustaining your marriage while you're building your dreams and your careers and your ministry and all that good stuff. So we're going to flow just right off the heels of that and talk a little bit about how do you pivot when you're pursuing those dreams and those aspirations and things don't go as planned. Or perhaps you find out you didn't even have a plan. You just had a dream. So can you guys think of a time maybe over the course of your marriage where you guys were building something, pursuing something, pouring your energy and resources into something and it just didn't quite go like you thought it was gonna go? How did your marriage survive that?
You know what? I that took me to a time when Hurricane Katrina came, and I had a friend. I guess he knew somebody, and I guess they knew somebody who was had got them a dump truck, and they were making money hauling debris. Okay. So we had the right idea, man, we gonna get us a dually and get us one of those dump trailers and go and haul debris. Now that, man, we gonna make a bunch of money doing this. So I don't went out and got me a dually. I don't even know, did we even talk about it?
Look at MeKael's face, you didn't.
I done went and got a dually truck. And now this is the time, but we really didn't have it. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I left chemical engineering. I'm in business now. But I said, the money I had in that 401k, if this don't work out, I'm just going to have to take the money out that 401k. hey, my heart, I ain't going to say my heart was right, because I wanted to make some money. But I had bought the trailer and all this stuff cost tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars. And when I tell you,
I ain't seen Jeff yet. I know what it cost out.
Man, so when I tell you, oh my goodness, it wasn't like they were telling me it was. I mean, didn't make no money.
I'm like, how am I gonna get the loads?
And then
we got the loads, but it was. It just didn't work. I don't even know how those guys were making money. It was people coming from all kind of different states, but you just really couldn't make really any money. So needless to say, I had to pay that. I had to keep paying for that truck.
And it broke down.
The truck broke down.
Nice truck. How a nice
trailer,
truck like that break down?
Because I bought it used. They were used.
It still was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. But I didn't have to take the money out the 401k. The Lord blessed me. The Lord came through. He came through. Hey, I think that's what saved us. And the Lord intervened. He intervened. But I could see how, if the Lord didn't intervene, how that could have had a negative impact, on our family.
Right.
Yeah.
So being that, well, I'm going to assume that you did not talk about it just from the way that MeKael was
it was more like, hey, I got this opportunity. We're going to make some money. I'm gone. Look.
So MeKael, what did you tell yourself after it kind of fell apart?
Well, like I said, finance really ain't been a big issue for me. Like, some people, I hate to say this word, worry about things. I never worried about finance because I never had it. So I figured if I had to go back, I'll be all right, So that wasn't like a big thing for me. I know he's much riskier than I am. He's a big risk taker. So it didn't affect me like it probably would have affected somebody else. Because I always had the mindset, well, like, can't get worse than what I experienced.
And you know the big thing too, I did not pray at all. I just, you young and you ambitious, and I just saw an opportunity that I thought was an opportunity, and I just went.
And I'm young, naive, not having a clue, just going along with him, and I ain't think anything of it. So that was probably the blessing in it, my immaturity, so.
Yeah, but that could have, if like I said, God didn't intervene, it would have had a negative impact on our finances, and when it comes to finances, if finances ain't right, if you struggling for a long time, now I know she talking about she ain't coming, but if you struggling for a long time, there's gonna be some tension.
Yeah.
Right.
There's gonna be some tension. So, but just thank God.
Well, I'm educated. I just felt like I was gonna get a job or something.
I got you.
All right.
I got you.
Dorian said, okay.
Posies, can you guys think of a time where you attempted something and it didn't quite go as planned?
Well, I'm thinking of an investment that we have made.
That's
but,
one thing that
but,
comes to my mind.
but I'm right.
I didn't know which one you coming with.
But with this, it was prayed upon, and matter of fact, I'm hoping, still hoping that it would come and God would do something with it.
Yeah.
But we made an investment. I guess it's more led by me because I wanted to do this. I wanted to make this investment, and I prayed about this investment, and I still feel genuinely today that the Lord said move with it.
Yeah.
And I'm praying that I didn't move because of it was just the ambition that I was hoping for and wanted to happen. I do still truly feel like the Lord said make it.
Yeah.
And he may say make it because of to see how we're gonna survive to learn from it so we can grow from it.
Yeah.
I hope that's not what it is, Lord. We still growing.
Yeah.
But with that, I guess made the investment. The investment didn't turn out as we wanted to at all. Just a loss.
Yeah.
But my wife been supported about it. I know it's still a sore spot.
This was a video podcast.
But she supported. And I don't forgot your question, because you just, when you asked the question about anything ever happened like that. How I married survived.
Yeah.
I think because and I'm not using this, I'm not abusing it.
Yeah.
But I still feel like the Lord said it. Since the Lord said it, she got blamed. I think if it was just me, I think it'd be so much resentment and bitterness and a little everything.
Yeah.
So maybe Tal could answer.
Yeah, let Tal.
How did the marriage sustain that hit?
Well, I love God very much. He's my father. He's my everything. And I love my husband, and I'm in covenant with my husband.
Yeah, that was good.
And I have reminded myself, this probably, I don't know, probably 10 years or so ago now. The thing is, my husband has always wanted to do different investments, and he has brought a lot of stuff over the years of investments, and a lot of them I can just look at, and I just knew those weren't the particular ones. But then I just felt like, okay, because he would keep telling me, though, that I wasn't open to investing. So after a while, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be open. Whatever you feel led to do, because I was vocal about the other one. So this one, I was like, I'm not going to be vocal.
Yeah.
You pray about it, and you see. So we invested quite a bit of money in this foolproof. Just to laugh. It was there's a binder, a huge binder of how, foolproof this was. But I trusted Jeff's ability to hear from God. I honestly did not feel like we needed to do it. But as if you refer back to an episode on submission and following, I just said okay. Yeah. And I followed. And we lost every penny that we invested in that thing.
It still may not be over.
And it hurt. But my thing is, well, Lord, I know I did what you know, what I feel like you told me to do, which was support him.
Yeah.
And I know you can, still miraculously recover. And I truly believe that, genuinely believe he can do that. But what kept it together was my trust in the Lord. Yeah. That he's gonna take care of us. Dorian was still. I kept waiting. I kept thinking like some big miracle has got to happen. Like the Lord got to restore this some kind of financial way. And I'm still believing 10 years later that the Lord is gonna
hold
do
on.
that. I still believe. I do.
Long suffering.
Yeah.
Hey. We don't want to talk about long suffering because there have been some long suffering on this side of the table. I'm sure
she been long
everywhere.
Suffering.
So I'm assuming y'all still own whatever the money's still invested in, whatever.
No, it's gone.
So the money's gone. Okay.
Yes. No, Dorian.
So y'all had okay.
Well, we still have the company.
No.
The company still exists.
Okay. Well, from what I understand, when we talk to the investor,
she is so y'all need to see this.
When we talk to the investor, he pretty much was like, well, I told y'all not to give.
He said, I told y'all.
She can't say it, man. She tried to say it. You got to say it again.
I pretty much told y'all when y'all was sitting there with me when I came.
No, he said
there was a chance that she may lose it all.
Oh wow, yeah.
So now that she lost it all,
ain't
nothing I can do.
Right.
So it wasn't that we bought something and we still have what we bought.
Right.
It just didn't work. It was an investment and it just didn't work. So far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just thank God, in both of you guys' situations that, you guys are both able to kind of recoup, save the marriage, most importantly, because there are some couples out there that fall apart after a bad investment.
And you can see why.
Yes. So were it not for God, these guys, maybe some other guys sitting at this table, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So what would you say you guys learned from those experiences? How did you grow from them and do things differently the next time?
With me, I learned to really, if I'm going to make that type of investment in something, I'm definitely seeking God.
Yeah.
Praying about it before I just jump. Because a lot of times we just do things just because we want to do something, but that don't mean that we should do it.
Yeah.
So now I understand. Hey, I need to seek God. Let Him direct my path. Because if He's directing my path, I know it's gonna work. And this is the thing too. Sometimes God will tell us to do something, and it might be the thing to do, but it's not the right time.
Yes.
So we got to make sure we just really seek Him about the timing of investments and businesses as well.
Right.
Yeah, and be patient.
Yeah.
And not make any sudden moves. And make sure you have the peace of God.
Yes.
Because if there's any uncertainty there, then that may be a warning sign that, hey, I'm not at peace with this decision.
Right.
I still have a lot of check marks. So maybe I need a pause and make sure I hear clearly and get that peace.
And then too, if you are making some type of big decision, whether it's business, investment, one of the smart things to do is when you get into it, because everything has a risk involved. There's no guarantee that something's going to take off.
Right.
But what a person needs to do is have some type of exit strategy. When I get into this, I'm going to have a stop loss. At somewhere, I may lose something, but I ain't losing everything.
Right.
So it's important to have some kind of exit strategy if it doesn't pan out the way that you think. Cause I remember one time.
And listen to your wife. Is the same thing. Are we thinking about the same thing?
I don't tell you.
Cause he was. We were up on a stalk real big. And I said, Dorian, get out of it, cash out,
I'm
Dorian.
like, baby, we about to be rich.
I said, cash out. Your wife know when to cash out. Cash out.
So you saying Dorian didn't get
What did he do?
Oh, he stayed in there.
He stayed in there.
Yeah, because he wanted a bigger payoff.
What we get?
No payoff.
Thank you.
I wasn't even at the meeting.
Appreciate it.
I wasn't even at the meeting. You should have sent me an email or something.
Oh, I said cash out. Oh, I said cash out.
You know, I think it's so important that having a peace of mind and having a peace of God, knowing how to differentiate between when I'm motivated by the flesh to do something, and then when I'm urged, when I got an unction by the Spirit, learning that, man, that there's success and failure in that.
Right. Yeah.
So just getting that down pat.
Yeah.
I would take from it, and just like what Kel was saying, that listen to your wife.
Yeah.
I would take it even further than that. You know, like I said, I felt like I had prayed. I felt like I had peace about it to making the decision. But I did know she was kind of apprehensive about it. So looking back at it, and what I try to do now going forward in decision makers and things of investments and stuff, I try to be not only that I have peace, but we both have peace.
Yes, that's good.
So we can be on one accord, because I feel as if, if we both having peace about it, and for whatever reason it doesn't succeed, at least we did it together.
Right.
I can kind of tell in this that, she was the supportive wife that she was. She has always been. But I can feel that wasn't really too sure about it. Nah, maybe we should wait and maybe have more patience. Like you said, having more patience. Research, even though the Lord did give you peace about it, you still may need more research. Yeah. And then also, like that term you used earlier, like, that you're not gonna lose everything. Yeah. At least have some kind of plan to where, hey, what happens if this fails? Right. Yeah. Plan. Yeah. And so looking back at it, I would say, I guess sum it all up, what I would do differently, I'd be assuring that we both have peace about it, not just my peace, and that that research, whatever it may be, more researching.
Right.
That's good.
That's really good. Because the big decisions, there are some decisions we have made, or even that we can make now, where one is kind of on one page and one is on the other. But the big decisions, and even in some cases where I feel like, this is what God is leading me to do. If there's no agreement, then hey, we just gonna sit here for a minute, because we serve the same God.
That's
good. Very rarely does He put something in Robert's spirit, and if it's from the Lord, just absolutely doesn't confirm it in mine.
Yeah.
So I don't think He wants to sow confusion in the marriage. So whenever we're not on the same page, hey, let's take a pause. Even making the decision about going back to school, like, hey, let's do this so that I can stay in this field and do what I feel like I would enjoy a little bit more. But if it's not the right timing for our family, the university will be open, after the kids are older, or when they're not as needy as they are. Just making a better decision for whatever the season is that you're in, and giving your spouse a chance to kind of get the same peace and confirmation from the Lord.
I think you pay the price, though, back to that chastisement. I think you pay the price for sometimes what we might call long suffering, but I think you pay the price for where we are, our inability to be as mature as we need to be in spiritual matters. So it costs us emotionally, it costs us financially, it costs us when we not where where we're supposed to be. It just does, and we can't. There's no way around it. He told us to be equally yoked. He told us to seek ye first.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna put all of it out there.
Yeah.
And when we violate them principles, it costs us.
That's so good.
And it just, we can just try to, we can make it personal with each other. We can beat up on each other. But it just, I violated his word, and I got this consequence. When I honor his word, he says I be willing and obedient.
Right.
I eat the fat of the land.
Right.
So I just, you know, and Ms. J and I haven't shared anything you want to share with our experience. Because I've done plenty of stuff you can
Sounds like you already have some things in mind.
Well,
so
I don't even know which one I can pull. There's so many of them I can pull. You know what I'm saying? Lord Jesus, Holy Spirit. I'm just glad you didn't leave me.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. She's still
As
here.
I said, you guys have all benefited from having wives who are full of the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Have not choked you and sent you back home to you.
It does sound like she has thought about it, ladies and gentlemen. But should she have done that, you know, then the devil would have spoken to me, and I would have had to cast down that thought and imagination, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. But I would have thought something. I think this joker trying to choke me, and I'm trying to get her to a better place.
Come on.
But yeah, I'm sure. If I sit here, I probably could think of a quadrillion things, probably. You know, that I've done, and you looked at me, you know, with hints and with no hints.
Yeah.
And said, "What are we about to do now?" Well, we about to do this. And I bought a house one time. Remember, house had weeds all the way up to the roof. And I said, "How do you like this, baby? Can you just?" She said, "I don't really like this." I'm like, "Well, we done bought this house, and we're gonna. I can see where this is going." I took up in that house. I had to turn on the phone or whatever so we can see, and it had this.
You really couldn't even see that.
Backdated carpet that was thick. You had to just push the door open.
Wow.
Got up in there. I said, "Honey, all this. I'm gonna change all the floor. All of it. You can just." She was like, "Oh Lord, have mercy." And guess what? We did. We didn't even move into the house until all of that stuff was done. The floors, new floors was down. Carpet was put on in other areas. It was, hey, we got it done. And then I moved in there. What was your attitude then?
It was better. Robert is the visionary, and he's the risk taker. You know.
She can't start talking now.
Well, no, I'm just saying when you first took me to see the house, I saw nothing. I just was like, yuck, I don't like this. But had you know, what's the TV show on the home channel where they take you to the house and then they show
She
you
wants a computer version.
what it's gonna look like. I'm not a visionary. You can't take me.
We didn't have that program back then.
To swampy looking, dingy, dirt, you know, still full of other people's left behind things, and tell me. I'm like, well, if that's what it's gonna be, then I need you to show me. But yeah, we did. He was able to make it livable and all that good stuff. And I think what has helped me kind of make it through some of those bad decisions or bad investments, etc. No, that was an instance where we weren't in agreement about it. Well, I didn't have a chance to be in agreement, to be honest. It was just a decision made, and then I was let in on the back end. But I feel like
I learned from that too.
Right.
I learned a whole lot from that.
I feel like I have always been able to kind of see I feel like in most instances I'm able to see the intent of what you're trying to accomplish or the direction that you're going in, and just kind of know and believe that you've got the best interest of the family when you made those decisions. And that kind of gives me a glimmer of hope that even if this one doesn't pan out the way that he intended it to, then we're going to recover in a way that our family doesn't have to receive the brunt of the decision. So it's kind of like, I know you always have our best interest at heart, and sometimes that kind of softens the blow a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't expect for you. I don't always make perfect decisions. You know, there are things that I know I could have, maybe like Jeff said, do a little more research, count the costs, have some kind of strategy, and not just an inspiration or an unction to do something. So just kind of trying to extend that grace, and remembering that at the end of the day, you know, we're both working towards the same same goal for our family.
Right.
So like MeKael said, hey, we're skilled people. We're degreed people. What can we do?
Yes.
We got to pivot right now.
Yeah.
How can I adjust and how can you adjust? And what can we learn from this? Now, the problem for me comes if we just keep on, you know, making the same bad decisions, or we keep, okay, I had this dream, we didn't realize it cost us this, so here's another dream. So, you know, at some point I'm like, okay, when are we going to start operating in the real world that we live in? And making sure that we are, I think you mentioned at the end of the previous podcast, are we making sure that our timing is good? Do we have a strategy from God? Not just, I really feel led to do this. Okay, well, I feel led too. So let's put our heads together and get a strategy for it. And let's talk about where all of these resources are going to come from and who all needs to be at the table. And just having a better strategy so that in the end, everyone wins.
My whole thing that I came to the conclusion about when you talk about learning from it was I learned that I was a performance-based husband on the front end of my marriage. And if I didn't produce or perform, then I was evaluated accordingly. You know, so it's like you go out and you make this hunt and then you bring it back. And as a result of that, you know, I'm like, look, this is our first house. We're going to get out of this whole rental. And it wasn't like things that we haven't been talking about. It's just that when I got ready to make certain decisions, we were down to time to pull the trigger and we didn't talk. You know, it's like we've had other conversations leading up to it. But I'm like, well, okay, I'm looking. All right, I done got this ready. So I'm thinking, you know, right now we got to find the house. And then you just kind of having these conversations. Then you get right to that time, pull the trigger. And I'm like, well, I pulled the trigger. That's it. And so I had to come back and work on what was motivating me and why was I making decisions like that. And I didn't want to get, one of the things was I didn't want to get talked out of what I thought was going to be the best thing for us moving forward. I was like, we done got right here and you get to telling me 1,000 reasons why we can't do this. And I'm telling you, we can do this. And I'm saying I had to get better at that because that was my self-talk. That was my growth. And that was my hang up. So she inherited it, but that was my stuff. And I always try to reassure her that even if if I made a bad investment, bad decision, whatever, I ain't gonna leave you. I'm gonna stick with you. You stay right here. We're gonna get through it. I'm gonna pay for the problem. I'm gonna try to solve the problem, and we're gonna keep moving forward. And that was my self-talk as well. And then I had to get to the place where, okay, God, how am I violating your principle? Where am I missing it here? Because that's where I'm dropping the ball. And, we just kept on, and this thing that turned into look, we got the next. This thing that turned into what's Sunday after next? A week from this coming Sunday. It's gonna be 29 years.
Oh, wow!
We stayed with it, girl.
Come on now.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, when I gave up that. I never forget when I gave up that $76,000 job to go take a $400 job, $400 a month job to do ministry. That's when I thought I was gonna lose her. I thought I was gonna lose her.
Yeah.
You gotta know that you know.
Amen.
Thought I was gonna lose her then.
Come on.
I was like, if she stay with me through this, we're gonna make it.
We go. Hey.
I
Oh, you gonna be
Look, she had quit work. We had that house. I was just talking about, and she had a new car, and I quit and started doing that job.
Come on,
and it was out of town.
Come on.
$400 $100 a week.
Come on.
My
Then
God.
6 months later, I come back down the road, take that money, and I put it towards the building for us to start the church here. 6 months later.
Wow.
So it was 2 new babies.
Wow.
We already had 2 new babies.
Yeah.
And we started the 2 new babies outside the house.
Yeah.
With the ministry.
Yeah.
And you talk about a time.
Man.
I learned a lot of stuff here.
Hey, you talking about trusting the Lord.
With all.
With all your heart.
And it as I'm gonna say, it caught. So the other side to this, as we have our minute and a half, is couples think about, as much as you have to prepare for how things may have failed, you got to also prepare for things succeeding.
Yeah.
How's your marriage going to work when
Yeah.
you succeed at this dream,
That's
this
good.
goal?
That's
Because
good.
that's important. It's a lot of couples once the male statistically
Yeah.
make a certain level of income,
Right.
the partnership starts to dissipate.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because you just say, I'm funding it all now.
Yeah.
Instead of being a family,
Right.
I'm now sponsoring the family.
So good.
So we have to
good.
prepare for success as well as we do how
Whoa.
we plan for, and deal with the failures that we've had.
Yeah.
You know.
That's good. That's good.
So it sounds like we've come to the end of this episode, huh? So, wow. Having said that, MeKael.
Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Marriage Matters with PB&J. Like, share, and subscribe to our pages on Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube. Until next time, your marriage matters.